Pisces, what is going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Pisces love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking on that little bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Pisces love reading for you. Let's get on with this Pisces May 2023 love reading today, because today we are going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. I'm going to do that by getting one card to represent the mutual point of interest between the two of you here in May 2023. Then I'm going to get 3 cards for you, Pisces, 3 cards for your person. And then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck, just to make sure we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. So let's get on with it here. Let's get one card for what is the mutual point of interest between Pisces and their romantic person of interest here in May 2023, please. Can't believe it's the end of May already. Okay, let's get 3 cards for you, Pisces. What's going on with Pisces as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between the two of them here in May 2023, please? Well, you're showing up strong in your own energy already. That is a good sign. Let's get 3 cards for your person, Pisces. What is going on with Pisces' romantic person of interest as it relates to Pisces and the connection between the two of them here in May 2023, please? Okay. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is Justice. This is the Libra Major Arcana card. This is the most powerful card of balance in the deck. It's about doing the right, fair, just thing. It's about severing something that's not in balance so that balance can be restored, and then the right, fair, just thing can happen, like what's supposed to happen can happen. Just the fact that it's here, though, is telling me that something is either out of balance or something unfair and unjust is happening, and there is a need to correct that. Right under this, we have the Fool, which is the very first card of the Major Arcana. It's the first card of the whole tarot deck, card 0. This is a new beginning in something. It's also that energy of like having the blind faith to just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going to go for it. I don't need to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before I take the first step. I don't need to know what the final end result is going to be before I take the first step. It's about just having the blind faith to leap off the cliff and then worry about how to grow wings on your way down. So this is an energy of just like going for something. On the negative end of things, sometimes this can represent someone who is displaying foolish behavior or taking unnecessary risks or taking risks outside of the connection. I don't really see anything necessarily that tells me that yet. 3 Major Arcana cards in a row here in the overall energy. This is powerful energy. I have Judgment next, which is a final decision being made here. In a relationship reading, this is usually a final decision about a relationship. It's either calling it dead and over with, or it's about trying to resurrect it and bring it back from the dead, bring it back to life, and then transform it in a way that it's never going to be the same again. Right under that, I have the Page of Pentacles. I was going to stop there, but this one's screaming at me. Pages are messengers, so this would be news and messages and communications about some physical, tangible opportunity presenting itself. A lot of times for me, this will represent being at the early stages, like the beginning stages of planning for the future here. So we've got something that's out of balance, something unfair happening. It looks like that is preventing a new beginning, or there is the possibility that something unfair is happening because someone's displaying foolish behavior and taking risks. Either way, behind that energy, there is a judgment being called in, and news and messages and communications about some physical opportunity or some plan for the future after a judgment takes place. That's the overall energy of the reading. That's kind of like the aerial view, the overall gist of what this reading is probably going to talk to me about. This mutual point of interest is shared energy that is affecting both of you in some way here at the end of May 2023. It doesn't always affect you both exactly the same way. Sometimes this is a case of your person has done this and now you're feeling the ramifications of it, or vice versa. Or maybe they've said or done something and now you're feeling or acting this way, or vice versa. Sometimes it's legitimately some external thing that's affecting you both here. But the mutual point of interest between the two of you in May 2023, Pisces, is strength. This is the Leo Major Arcana card. This card tells me that there is a difficult situation that is affecting both of you, and it's requiring a lot of internal strength in order to make it through it. You have the internal strength to make it through it. You're just kind of being forced to dig down deep inside yourself and find that strength and tap into it and make use of it to make it through this. This can also represent someone who's trying to tame this beast inside themselves. In other words, they're trying to rein themselves in. They're trying to hold themselves back and not let themselves do anything that would be like too hasty or too harsh or too rash and make some kind of a mistake. Like not let their emotions get the best of them here. Tell me more about this strength card, please. Why is strength the mutual point of interest between Pisces and their romantic person of interest here at the end of May 2023? Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. This is the second fastest moving energy in the deck. The only energy faster than this is this Chariot that just came out here in the clarifiers for this. This is rapid back and forth passionate communication. This can be rapid forward movement on something, rapid forward progress on something that there's a lot of passion and desire for. Sometimes this card can indicate travel because it can be like travel over great distances through the air or something along those lines. This can also just be a lot of energy coming at both of you all at one time here. This can be a very overwhelming amount of energy. It would be like too much to handle all at once, too much to process all at once. It's something like taking a drink of water out of a fire hose. It's just too much. You can't do that and it'll like knock you on your ass. So this is probably a lot of energy happening here, or it could very well be a lot of communication going on between the two of you here based on what I'm seeing. Right behind this, I have the 4 of Cups, which is Cancer energy. This is an energy of not being fully emotionally content and happy with something, not really being happy with what you have right in front of you here. So much so that there's some daydreaming going on, some distraction by this other cup, this other thing that you guys believe would lead you to your happiness or fulfillment here. Notice the person is staring at 3 cups. The 3 of Cups can represent being united in celebrating or being reunited in celebrating. So there could be an energy here of wanting to be reunited and that hasn't quite happened yet and you're kind of daydreaming about that. This could also represent a third party is involved somewhere and you can't get that out of your head. This can even just represent the fact that there is a love offer already on the table between the two of you here and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air with nothing being done about it. I'm starting to get that impression here. It's almost like we got some unfair, unbalanced thing taking place that's blocking a new beginning and a leap of faith. It looks like there might be a judgment that's required, some final decision being passed on this unfair, unjust thing. And I've got a Page, which is a communications card there. I've got another card here on the bottom of the deck that can be rapid back and forth communicating. I've got this potential love offer on the table where nothing's been done about it just yet. And another Page right behind that, the Page of Wands. This is news and messages and communications about passion and desire. Passionate messages being exchanged. So I've got 2 cards here that could relate to passionate messages. This is also the minor arcana version of this Fool card that we see here in the overall energy. This is a little bit more of a toned down version of the Fool. This is not like let's just throw caution to the wind and say screw it and leap off the cliff. This is someone who has the willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something they have a lot of passion and desire for. So we're clarifying strength, and to clarify that I get the Page of Swords, so another Page, the Chariot, and the 2 of Pentacles. Pages, again, are messengers, so this would be news and messages and communications. This is also an energy of someone who's trying to learn something, like trying to figure something out. So it could be an energy of like keeping tabs on somebody, asking questions about somebody, like doing your due diligence, possibly snooping around, scoping out social media posts and things like that, asking people questions about someone, trying to figure out what's going on. This can just be early stages of communicating about something where it's not fully thought out in advance yet. Could be why there's an energy of trying to hold myself back and rein myself in here. Central to this energy, we have the Chariot, the fastest energy in the tarot deck. This is Cancer's major arcana card. At its core, this card is about using the will to move forward past any problems or challenges or obstacles, roadblocks that might be in the way, just getting past all that stuff through sheer will alone, and then moving forward very quickly in success and victory. I got a lot of really, really fast moving energy here, which is probably another reason why there's this feeling of like I'm trying to slow this down, rein myself in, and hold myself back here. I don't want to do something too fast and make some kind of mistake, because it's like at the early stages here. We're at the beginning stages here with the Fool, another page here. The problem with the Chariot is that there are no reins that connect the driver to the beasts that pull this thing. So he uses sheer will alone to power this and to steer it and control it. So if the driver is not in alignment, in other words, if all parts of the driver are not pulling in the same direction, this thing can be every bit as stuck as the Hanged Man and not go anywhere. Or worse yet, the dark shadow side can pull one way, the light side can pull a different way, and it can tear itself in half as it tries to move forward here. Could be another reason why I'm seeing strength here. Final clarifier for strength is the Two of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. Twos are decisions and choices. So there's some sort of a decision in the physical reality here where there's this weighing of the options and weighing out the pros and the cons and asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Will they or won't they? And it's about having two separate choices, and you can't have both of them at the same time. So you literally have to pick one or the other, and it's like not being sure. It's like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of an energy. You can see the wavy water in the background. That represents rough, choppy emotions. So being emotionally off balance, being semi-physically off balance. This is a card of balance. The Justice card is the overall energy, is the most powerful card of balance. This is more about like trying to maintain your balance or get your balance back once it's been thrown off here. Not being fully sure. Now, on the negative end of this energy, it can represent someone juggling two separate people here. I'm getting ahead of myself, Pisces, but your person central to their energy is also the Two of Pentacles here. So that's feeling strongly tied to your person. Like they have some sort of a decision that they have to make. That could be what this Judgment is about here. That's the shared energy that is affecting both of you here in May 2023. It's not uncommon at this stage in the reading that I don't fully understand exactly what this is trying to tell me. Totally common. I will come back to this as I go through your energy, Pisces, because then I'll be able to see how this applies to you. I'll come back to it again as I go through your person's energy, because then I can see how it applies to them. But that's the shared energy affecting you both. Pisces, your energy in this connection for May 2023, Ace of Cups, the Moon, and the Hanged Man. So like I said, you're showing up strong in your own energy here. Both of these are Pisces major arcana cards. 2 out of your 3 cards are major arcana. This Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love and emotions. Aces are always opportunities presenting themselves. But like any ace, you have to grab these opportunities and actually do something with them, or they can just represent empty potential. But this is a new beginning in love and emotions. Tell me about this Ace of Cups, please. The person's first card is always their most important card. So that's a pretty good first card to have. It's starting to look like we got a new connection going on, which is refreshing because, quite honestly, I'm getting tired of doing a bunch of readings that seem to be just like negative assholes cheating on people. That's what it seems like it's been like for like 6 months or so. Bottom of the deck. Three of Swords. Soon as I say that, Libra energy. This is heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. Now, that third energy is not always another person. Can be. When it is another person, it's not always a romantic third party. Can be. But that third energy can be any number of things. It could be nosy family members, nosy neighbors, nosy coworkers, anybody that's not you, Pisces, that's not your person, sticking their nose where it doesn't belong can represent that third energy. Hell, it could be a lot of stuff, because literally anything we humans do enough of will start to carry its own energy. It will pick up its own energy. So my career has its own energy at this point. My business has its own energy, and it can affect things in my life. Even the people closest to me can affect. So work can be that third energy, and addiction. I saw the Eight of Wands and the Chariot here, which can both represent cards of travel. So we could have geographic distance being some sort of a third energy causing a problem here. Watching too much Netflix, going out too much, partying too much, eating too many Doritos, like drinking too much Mountain Dew, whatever can be that third energy. Well, not looking good here, because right under that Three of Swords, I have the Five of Swords here. This is Aquarius energy. Fives are conflict. This is a conflict either in thinking or a conflict in communicating. So it could be a big fight, a big argument, bitter words being spoken, words being used like weapons, tongues being used like swords to cut each other. This can be a betrayal. It can be some very unfair situation. I do see justice as the overall energy. I said that something unfair and unjust and unbalanced is occurring here. Could be we have a third party going on. Could be we have, at its core, this card is really just like a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. It can represent a betrayal or a big fight, or a person that has like a winning at all costs mentality. Like, I'm going to get what I want, and it doesn't matter to me what happens to you as long as I get what I want. It could be that kind of an energy. This could definitely be saying, hey, we got a heartbreaking situation with a third party and a betrayal taking place. Strength is right behind that, the Leo Major Arcana card. Again, that's the shared energy affecting both of you here in May 2023. Again, this is a very difficult situation that is requiring you to dig down deep and tap into all of your internal strength in order to make it through this. It could just as easily be an energy of like trying to rein yourself in and hold yourself back and not let yourself move off too quickly on some new beginning in love and emotions here and end up getting involved in a third party thing and feeling like some sort of a betrayal taking place. Like, I guess I should say another meaning to the Five of Swords can sometimes represent a person who is in this damned if you do, damned if you don't type of a position, where if I choose option A, well, then someone gets hurt and I don't want to hurt anybody. But if I choose option B, well, then someone gets hurt and I don't want to hurt anybody. So it's like no matter what I do, someone's going to get hurt and I don't want to hurt anybody. So could be what's going on here. It could be that we have this Ace of Cups showing up in the first position for you. Like I said, always the most important card. It could be because your person has started a new beginning in love and emotions, and it's showing up in your first position because it's strongly affected you. Could be that. I will admit this is feeling a little iffy here. Right behind Strength, I do have the Star, which is the Aquarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. It's a card of wish fulfillment. In a love reading, sometimes this can indicate that you believe this person is the one for you. It is also card 17 of the Major Arcana. Card 16, the one right before this in the sequence, is the Tower. So you don't make it to the Star without going through a Tower moment of some kind first, where some important thing in your life comes crashing down all around you. Some important structure in your life collapses. Sometimes that's a relationship collapsing. Sometimes it's a belief system, like a mental model of the world you were operating from, like beliefs about your person, beliefs about the connection, and all of that coming apart. Well, when something like that happens and you go through a Tower moment, it's really hard to see the way moving forward from there. And that's what the Star represents. It's that guiding light from the universe that shows up to light the way for you so you can see the path moving forward. It's where your hope comes from. It's where your healing comes from. So underlying whatever this difficult, very difficult situation is, there is this underlying element of hope that something can be healed. It's looking like we have had a problem here. I've got the Five of Pentacles next, which is Taurus energy. Again, another five, another conflict here. This is abandonment. This is about being abandoned, about being cast aside, being left out in the cold, discarded, tossed away. This is a breakup card. So it's starting to look like either your person has done something unfair and started a new beginning, and they're juggling more than one person. I'm still feeling weird about that, though. Or it's a spot where there's a new beginning on the table for you that hasn't actually started yet, and there's another person still involved, which could be why you're trying to rein yourself in and you don't want to be getting involved in some heartbreaking, treacherous third-party thing. What's really throwing me off is the order that the cards are coming in. Like, I've got the difficult situation that you're struggling to make it through and have the strength to make it through, and then hope, and then a breakup. It's like, to me, the breakup would happen and then there would be hope that it could be healed. This is almost feeling like hoping for a breakup of some kind. You might be dealing with the person that is involved with someone else already, and that could be the unfair, unjust thing that's blocking this leap of faith, new beginning, as you're waiting on a judgment to occur, like that situation to be called dead and over with. It could be that. It could be that. And it could be that your person is also trying to rein themselves in and not make a mistake and trying to learn and figure out what to do. And they're kind of pulling themselves in two different directions and going back and forth. And I'm not sure what to do here, and off balance to some degree. It could be that. When I clarify this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love and emotions, I get the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Cups, and Temperance. So again, with 2 out of the 3 cards being major arcana cards, you're getting a lot of really powerful energy showing up affecting you here, Pisces. The Wheel of Fortune. This can be the wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny, so it can represent a fated event, like something that's supposed to happen, and what's supposed to happen is going to happen, and there really isn't a damn thing you can do about it. It can represent divine timing in the sense that what's supposed to happen is going to happen when it's supposed to happen, and not a moment sooner, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. It can also represent a change in luck and fortune here, where if things were going good between the two of you, this could represent the wheel spinning the other way and things go to hell in a handbasket, which would probably be the case if we're talking about your person having a new beginning in love and emotions and that changed everything with you. It could be that this new beginning in love and emotions, if you're starting a new connection with someone, is something that you're feeling like is supposed to happen. This doesn't necessarily mean that it is like 100% certainty that God is telling me it's supposed to happen. This just more means it's showing up in your energy because you feel and believe that it's supposed to happen, if that's the case. King of Cups is next. I'm getting ahead of myself, but the King of Cups is your person's very first card. Their most important card. This is either Pisces or Scorpio energy here. This is a decision-making energy too. This is someone who is very intuitive and very in touch with their emotions when they make their decisions. This is not the person who throws their emotions out the window and doesn't consult them like the King of Swords. It's pretty much the counterbalance to that energy. This is someone who does consult their emotions when they decide. They do tap into their intuition when they decide. It can also represent someone who doesn't fully express how they feel on things. The King of Cups does not wear his heart on his sleeve. You can see the waters around him are all rough and choppy, but he's still cool, calm, and collected looking. You can't tell that anything is emotionally off with him because he doesn't publicly broadcast what he's feeling about things. On the other side of that coin, this could be a person who has a lot of love and emotions for you, strong feelings for you, and maybe they're not outwardly expressing those feelings because, again, they don't wear their heart on their sleeve. This could just represent, Pisces, that you have strong feelings for your person here, and maybe you're not outwardly expressing that. I really like these energies together. That's what's throwing me off, because I'm almost feeling like I'm getting two distinct separate messages here. Like for one person, we've got a third party thing going on, probably related to your person. I still am not clear yet whether your person is getting involved with you in a new beginning and they haven't fully gotten away from their other person yet, or if you got betrayed and there was a third party situation going on and you still have a lot of love and emotions for your person. Either way, the final clarifier for this Ace of Cups is Temperance. This is the Sagittarius Major Arcana card. This is a card of patience. It's about blending two things together to make something new, but doing it little bits at a time, not doing it all at once. This is like, let's mix some of this together and take a step back and see how is this working out, and then come back in and blend some more and make some fine-tuning adjustments, like make it just right. This can also be a reconciliation energy. In tarot, water and cups represent love and emotions, and here the water, the love, has been separated into two different cups, and this angel is recombining the love back together into one, trying to put the love back together into one cup here. So this could be trying to be patient and temper yourself and rein yourself in. I've got two cards here that are screaming like forced patience at me here. And in the center of that fastest moving energy in the deck, like I don't want to be patient, but I kind of have to be. This could be the new beginning has changed everything. You know, your person starting a new beginning has changed everything, and there's still a lot of love and emotions between the two of you, and you having this desire to put it back together. This could also be, like I said, a brand new person that you're starting to have an emotional connection with, and feeling like that's probably what's supposed to happen, and you're both probably having strong feelings towards each other and not necessarily openly broadcasting that, trying to be patient and blend things together little bits at a time. Central to your energy, Pisces, is the Moon, Pisces Major Arcana card. This is fear, worry, and anxiety, usually based on uncertainty. When the moon's out, it's dark outside. It's really hard to see the full path in front of you. It'd be like driving at nighttime. You can't see the whole road, just that little bit that your headlights are shining on. So it's really easy to start questioning yourself and like, am I on the right path or not? Is this the path I'm supposed to be on? Did I make a wrong turn somewhere? Did I go the wrong direction? Should I turn around and go back? And just that level of uncertainty can start to cause fear and worry and anxiety in a person. That's kind of the message of the card, though. It's like you don't need to see the full path. As long as you can see the next step in front of you, just keep going in the direction that you're going in. Now, on the negative side of this card, it can represent something being hidden in the dark, like something you don't see, something you don't know about yet, like a secret being kept. So let's take a look at this Moon card. Why is the Moon central to Pisces energy here in May 2023, please? I just had the Nine of Swords show itself to me and decide not to come out. It went right back in the deck and got the Eight of Swords instead. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. Already seen this. This is Cancer card. It's not being fully emotionally happy or content with what you have right in front of you. So either, again, there's a third party here because we got Three Cups of Love, or this is you not being fully happy and content because you haven't been either reunited with your person or you haven't gotten united to begin with. Either way, you're daydreaming and distracted by this other cup. That is the Ace of Cups floating here. This other thing that you believe is going to lead you to your happiness and fulfillment. Like, you believe it's going to lead you to that, like this is what's supposed to happen. Again, like this is very hard to tell at this point if this is you having a new person or if this is you trying to like be reunited with another person. Again, this card can represent that there is a love offer on the table between the two of you already, and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected. It's just been left hanging here in the air with nothing being done. Got the Three of Wands right underneath that, Aries energy. In the Two of Wands, it's a decision point, and it's a decision about which path leads me to the world that I really want, and which path do I have to leave behind in order to get to what I really want. Well, here in the Three of Wands, that path has already been chosen. You've made your decision, and you've actively started taking steps down that path, doing things. This is being at the beginning stages of manifesting something. You're doing things, trying to actively manifest what it is that you want, and it just hasn't fully materialized in the physical 3D reality yet. So this is an energy of fully expecting that the actions I'm taking and the path that I've chosen and the thing that I want is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet, so I'm kind of waiting on that to materialize. What you're waiting on is the Ten of Cups. This is Pisces energy again. I'm getting a lot of your energy out here on your side of the table. That's a good sign. So again, it's like, that's what's throwing me off. I see so many really good signs over here and little hints that something is off, and I don't know exactly what it is yet. This is most people's goal in terms of love and emotions and relationships. It's that happy fairy tale romance that we all dream of, that happy fairy tale love connection, the happy fairy tale ending that we all want. This is two people who are emotionally happy and fully content in and of themselves, coming together and combining into union and creating that happy dynamic where we're together and fully happy and fully in love. Like I said, most people's goal in love and relationships. Now, the negative side to this card that most readers will never tell you about is that fairy tale aspect of it, because we all want that fairy tale romance and fairy tale love connection so damn bad that a lot of times we'll delude ourselves. We'll not look at the red flags that we see. We'll ignore things that we shouldn't ignore and sweep shit under the rug and pretend like, well, I didn't see that. I don't want that to be true, because if that's true, then this whole fairy tale thing can't be possibly true. So sometimes wanting this so bad can get us into trouble, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But there's definitely, like, it looks like we're waiting on a cup of love to come in and believing that that is going to get you what you want, which is the Ten of Cups. Got the Ace of Wands right behind that. This is a passionate new beginning in passion and desire. This is also the phallic symbol of the tarot deck, so it represents the male phallus, using it to be intimate, sexual energy, sex. It can be like the spark of some inspiration taking place. Again, I've got two aces here in your energy now. Really, the good ones, if you ask me, like new beginning in love, new beginning in passion and desire. That's looking good. I'm thinking we're just having some fear and worry and anxiety about the uncertainty of it all, because this whole idea of like, yeah, I want this cup to come in and I'm waiting on it to happen and I believe it's going to come in and I believe when it does, it's going to be awesome, but it's not happening yet. And I got feelings that I'm not expressing, and my person probably has feelings that they're not expressing, and I'm trying like hell to be patient and rein myself in and figure out what to do, and like, yeah. There's definitely some obstacle that needs overcome, and it's looking like another person or some sort of a physical choice where there's like this weighing of pros and cons here. When I clarify the moon, I get Six of Cups, Ace of Swords, Eight of Swords. Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. This is the card of the past. It's thinking about the past, reminiscing about the past, thinking about the good old days and the way things used to be. This represents a deep emotional connection between the two of you. It can represent that there is a history in this connection. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is your past person, as if you were with them before and there's been a breakup, so they're in the past in that sense. It doesn't always mean that. Sometimes it can just represent that this, even though this is a new beginning in love and emotion, new beginning in passion and desire, it does not feel like it's a brand new person that you just met for the first time. This feels like somebody that you have some history with or have known for some period of time. This can also represent someone from the past making a comeback here. Could be fear, worry, and anxiety about someone from the past making a comeback. Maybe you're worried that your person has someone from their past or someone that they have a history with, and that's causing some anxiety. Maybe you're worried that there's a secret about that. The next clarifier for the moon is the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. It's also the sword that you would use to make a decision with, like the word decision. The Latin word decision comes from, literally means to cut off, as in to cut off all other options until there's only one option left, and that's how you actually make a decision. We see the options here, and like I said, that's in your person's, the central energy for your person. Two options that they're going back and forth between. This is an energy of cutting those options off. I'm getting the strong sense that that's the unfair, unjust thing. There's someone else involved here. I still can't tell if this person and you are together and they've brought someone else into the connection that they shouldn't have, or if you are and this person are at the beginning stages of, taking the leap of faith on something, and the unfair, unjust thing is there hasn't been a decision made yet to end another connection that they're already in, or maybe that you're already in. This would also be the sword you would use to sever something that's not in balance, so that balance gets restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. Like what's supposed to happen can happen, which would be this new beginning in love and emotions, according to your energy here. This is very, very bizarre here. I've got this really strong emotional connection here, history between the two of you, a feeling of what's supposed to happen is going to happen. It's just going to happen when it's supposed to and not a minute sooner. Then the next row, I've got the King of Cups, which is your person's first card, and the sword you make a decision with, the sword you cut something unfair, unjust, or unbalanced away. And once that is removed, then we have new beginning. Starting at the beginning, this is almost looking like your person has a decision that they have to make. And it might even be severing someone that they have a history with and probably a deep emotional connection with. And then there's you being patient, but at the same time having fear, worry, and anxiety about the uncertainty of what's going on here. And that leads to the Eight of Swords, which is Gemini energy of being stuck in your head about something. This is like thinking about something over and over and over again on this repeating loop in your mind where you can't quite shut your mind off. And have a blindfold on, which means that they can't see everything. And we're clarifying the moon where you can't see very well when it's dark outside. There could be things hidden. There could be things that you don't actually have the data on and don't know about. And this is causing you to feel like, I don't know what's the safe move to make here. I don't know what's the safe step to take here. So I'm trying to rein myself in and not take any steps. But it's making you feel stuck and trapped and blocked because you're not sure what to do. I'm trying to be patient with that. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. Wow, this is so strange. This has been happening quite a bit in my readings lately. I've got this Two of Pentacles in the shared energy, but that's your person's central energy. I've got this King of Cups in your first column of clarifiers, and that's your person's first card. And then I've got this Eight of Swords here as your last clarifier in this column. And the Eight of Swords is your person's last card. So I've seen all three of your person's cards already just showing up between the shared energy and the first 2/3 of your energy, Pisces. Final card in your energy for May 2023 is the Hanged Man. Again, another Pisces Major Arcana card. This is really feeling like you're showing up in your power and your energy like you should be. This is a card of progress being halted, like no forward movement, things being stuck and not making any progress on something, like being at a dead stop, dead standstill. The reason, though, that the Hanged Man is hanging upside down is because he's trying to look at things from a different point of view than he would normally look at things from, a different perspective than he would normally look at things from. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's trying to figure out what to do to get things unstuck so things can move forward from here. Tell me more about this Hanged Man, please. Why is the Hanged Man here? Well, really? Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Again, Aquarius energy, we've already seen this. Fives are conflict. This is a conflict in thinking or communicating. It could be a betrayal. It could be bitter words, big fight, a big argument. This could be like someone with a winning at all costs mentality, setting up a situation that's not quite fair. At its core, like I said, it's a mentally and psychologically painful situation or event. I'm telling you now, being in fear, worry, and anxiety with the moon's not very pleasant. Being stuck in your head grinding on something where you can't get your mind to stop, not very pleasant. Feeling like I've got to rein myself in and force myself to be patient when I don't necessarily want to be. Coming from a Leo, trust me, that's not very pleasant. I'm not the most patient dude you're going to want to meet. This could also represent things are stuck right now, either because your person betrayed you. Things are stuck right now because you had a big fight, which I don't necessarily see that. It could be things are stuck right now because you're in a spot where it doesn't matter what you do, someone's going to get hurt and you don't want anyone to get hurt. Three of Swords right behind that. So we've seen both of these cards already the last time they came out in the opposite order of this. This is Libra energy of heartbreak and sadness from a third energy. So it's not... This is someone that's not you, Pisces, and not your person is this third energy here. So it could be a romantic third party. And it could also be one where, like I said, that there's a new beginning taking place here, but there's some other person that's not you, that's not them, that's still in the picture, and that's delaying things and holding things up and causing this damned if I do, damned if I don't, like mentally, psychologically painful thing that you're anxious and worried and uncertain and dwelling on here. This Nine of Pentacles is Virgo energy. This is a singles energy. It's one step backwards from the Ten of Pentacles. We've seen the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles is the physical version of that. Most people's goal in the physical reality, maximum stability, abundance, and prosperity. It's usually like the combining together of lives in the physical world, like building lives together. This is a step backward from that. This is a singles energy. This is very independent energy. It's like, I don't need someone to physically or financially take care of me. I can do that myself. It's about being single. Doesn't always mean that your person is single, though. This could be that there's this heartbreak and sadness because they're not actually single. Or it could be heartbreak and sadness because you need them to be single. That could be the unfair, unjust thing that's preventing this new beginning. It's preventing this new beginning. Yeah. Right behind this Nine of Pentacles is the Five of Pentacles again. So again, we've seen this already. Taurus energy of abandonment, being cast aside, being left out in the cold. This is a breakup energy. We got the Nine of Wands behind that, Sagittarius energy. It's about being walled off from something. Sometimes that wall can represent a barrier that's in the way, like some obstacle that's in the way. I see central to the shared energy, the desire to overcome obstacles and get past roadblocks and challenges and things that are in the way. Could be that we have your person not being single and needing to have some sort of a breakup. That could be the barrier that's in the way that's holding things up. The other meaning to this card is a card of healing. That's the wounded warrior. He's been hurt. He's got a bandage around his head. And he's built this wall around himself as a defense mechanism. It's like a way to protect himself from getting hurt. He doesn't want to get hurt anymore. He doesn't want to continue to get hurt. He's trying to heal so he can get his energy right and make the next step in his journey here. It could be that this really doesn't feel negative for you, even though I have some negative cards, which is very, very weird. This is really feeling like there's another person involved, and no matter what happens, somebody's getting hurt. Either you're getting hurt, Pisces, your person is getting hurt, or your person's other person is getting hurt. Maybe you are the one that has the third party Maybe you are the one that's in a connection and haven't fully broken away from it and become single yet, and you're afraid of either hurting your person that you're currently with or this new person. It could be a case of like, if I do option A, then this other person gets hurt, and if I do option B, then my person gets hurt, and if I choose to do nothing, well, then I'm the one that gets hurt. It could be a case like that, and that could have everything stuck, and that could be the difficult situation that's throwing you off balance. When I clarify this Hanged Man, I get the Six of Pentacles, the Star, Strength, Nine of Swords. Six of Pentacles is more Taurus energy. This is another card of balance. This is generosity. It's reciprocity. Like, you scratch my back and I scratch yours. You take care of me, I take care of you. This is balance connection. This is equal give and take. Now, the negative meaning to this is it can represent the merchant giving to two different people in the physical sense. Just like I said, the negative aspect of this, I've got all three cards of balance out here. The negative aspect of this can be juggling two people. This could be giving to two people. They could be giving to someone that they have a history with, a past connection with, and something is changing about this. It could be that your things are stuck, even though you're seeing the balance that this connection could be, and that you have a history with this person, and feeling like this is destined to be, like this is what's supposed to happen, and having the hope that it's going to happen. I've got the Star again, Aquarius major arcana energy, healing, hope, wish fulfillment. Could be you viewing this person as the one for you. Again, though, it's the card that comes after the Tower, so you don't get here without a Tower happening. Things could be stuck because there's your person giving to two, and there's been a severing in the connection. This Ace of Swords is the central energy period on your side of the table. So either a decision getting made, or cutting away some external person, cutting away something that's not in balance or that's not fair. Having the hope that some severing is going to take place, possibly on your person's end of things here, because they are the one that's got two people here. They've got you and someone else that maybe they haven't fully broken away from yet. Whatever that is for you, take it how it resonates, but whatever that is for you is what's causing the Strength card to be here, which again is the shared energy affecting you both, Leo major arcana energy. This is a difficult spot. It's also that energy of trying to rein yourself in and hold yourself back and force yourself to be patient and not move too fast and make some kind of mistake that you might regret later. Stuck in your head about it, grinding on it. Again, I've got you being stuck in your head grinding on something where you're not fully sure what to do yet, and surrounding it are an energy of patience and basically forcing myself to be patient even though I don't want to be. And then the final clarifier for the Hanged Man, the only card with nothing in the row with it, is this Nine of Swords, which I saw flip over in the deck and go back in when I was clarifying the Moon for you. I got the Eight of Swords come out at that time. Now we're escalating up a notch to the Nine of Swords. This is more Gemini energy. This is fear, worry, and anxiety, like the Moon can be. This is like thinking about something a lot with fear and worry and anxiety behind your thoughts, and doing that to the point where it kind of escalates into stress, like stressing yourself out. It can be nightmares, sleepless nights, like having trouble concentrating on what you're trying to do. Notice the person on the card has their eyes covered. They've got the situation, represented so badly in their mind that with the way they're thinking about it, that they just don't even want to face it. They don't want to look at it here. Could be worrying that whether or not this is going to get unstuck, whether or not I have the strength to make it through this, whether or not I can rein myself in, and I'm worried about whether I can or not, whether I can continue to be patient because I got this on my mind in a big way. The only thing that's 100% clear to me is that there is love and emotions between the two of you. There is some new beginning, whether that is a new beginning in love between the two of you, or that this person has started a new beginning and kept things a secret. Either way, there's this hope of balancing it out. There's this hope of overcoming the obstacles here and regaining the balance between the two of you. And at the same time, there's some thinking a lot about that happening. Scoot this over and get us a little bit more room. Pisces, that is your energy in this connection here at the end of May 2023. Your person's energy, we've already seen them all. King of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. King of Cups is either Pisces or Scorpio energy. This is a very intuitive person, someone who is very in touch with their emotions. They use their emotions and their intuition when they make decisions. It's also someone who probably has a lot of love and emotions for you and just may not be outwardly expressing that because they don't always wear their heart on their sleeve. Like, this could be the kind of person that has got like really, really strong feelings for you, and you may have never even known that because they didn't let the cat out of the bag. Likewise, though, it could be someone who's going through some very rough emotional times right now, emotional turmoil even, and you would never know about that because they're not necessarily expressing that either. It's definitely a decision-making energy, and I've seen decision being the central card on your side of the table, which is tied to the King of Swords. So it's like your person has an emotional decision that they have to make, where they can't just look at logic and reason and throw the emotions out the window. Definitely have a decision here related to something unfair and unjust or something unbalanced, preventing a new beginning, a leap of faith here, and there's that decision again. Tell me about this King of Cups. Why is that the first card for Pisces romantic person of interest, May 2023? Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. I've seen this twice already. Cancer energy. Your person is not fully emotionally happy or content with what they have right in front of them. This is either because there's a third party, but that doesn't make sense. If they're the one that's brought the third party, why would they not be happy about that? So this is like not being happy with the situation that they're currently in related to love and emotions, and they're daydreaming about this other cup, this other thing that they believe is going to lead them to happiness. And that would probably be you, and they're thinking about it a lot, but not necessarily talking about it. Again, that can also represent this Ace of Cups. That's the very first card in your energy, Pisces. Some new beginning in love and emotions. There could be a love offer already on the table between the two of you. Maybe it hasn't been directly spoken about. Maybe it's just kind of like you can both intuitively feel it and just nothing's been done about it yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. Yeah, waiting. Aries energy. The path has been chosen by this person. We saw this on your side too. So it seems like you've both chosen the path and you both know what you want, and you're both like fully expecting that the thing you want is going to occur. It just hasn't happened yet, and you're still at the beginning stages of manifesting, and it just hasn't materialized in the physical reality yet. You're kind of waiting on it to occur. Both of you waiting on the Ten of Cups. Pisces energy. This is most people's goal in love and emotions and relationships. This is the happy fairy tale love connection. Feeling like you both view it, that it has the potential to get there. That's the thing with the Ten of Cups. I know this is everybody's goal, but most people think that you meet this new person and you jump straight from the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, directly to the Ten of Cups. And it's ta-da, happily ever after. But that ain't how it works. The only way to get to the Ten of Cups is you have to be in the Nine of Cups yourself. All your own cups have to be full. You have to be fully content and happy with yourself. You have to be in love with yourself. And your person also has to be in the Nine of Cups. Because then you're in that spot where, like most people, they don't feel whole if they don't have this other person that they're attached to. And most people go through life constantly looking for their happiness external to them. Like, I'll be happy when this guy shows up and treats me right, and when this guy shows up and loves me, or vice versa. When this lady shows up and loves me, then I'll be happy. And that's putting all of your power, all of your happiness on something external to you. And that's not how it works. That if you're doing that, that would be proof that you're not in the Nine of Cups, that you're requiring someone else to show up and make you happy, someone else to show up and make you whole. Well, when you're in the Nine of Cups and your person's in the Nine of Cups, neither of you have that lack that you're projecting. Neither of you need an external person to show up and make either of you whole. They don't need you emotionally any more than you need them emotionally. But when you combine together like that with someone that's in that same Nine of Cups state, you don't need each other's love and emotions, but you pour it into each other anyway, because that's just what you do. And that's what causes that 10th cup to fill up. It overflows the 9 cups and fills up the 10th cup. And I think you guys are both probably intuitively feeling it, that I'm waiting on this 10 of Cups to occur, probably with each other. When I look at the King of Cups and I clarify that, I get the 7 of Pentacles. There's the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is more Taurus energy. I've seen the 5, 6, and 7 of Pentacles here. I've got the 6 out here and the 7 out here. So we're making progress. We're going up a notch here. Now, I saw more progress over here going from 8 to 9 swords. And it's not typically the kind of progress I want to see, though. That's like things getting escalated mentally, and that's probably not a good spot. But this is like physical progress here. This is an energy, it's kind of an energy of waiting. This could be like waiting on something to fully develop so that it can be harvested and the rewards can be reaped from it. This can also be an energy of your person being in this period of time where they're pausing to reflect and take stock of the situation that they're in, take stock of the 7 seeds that have been planted between the two of you, and trying to decide, is this ever going to grow into the 10 of Pentacles that I really want? Is this ever going to turn into us combining lives together like I really want? Or is this maybe a spot that it's not going to pan out? Maybe I got to cut my losses and move on. This could be, even though this is really supposed to be them doing this with you, this could be your person in some other relationship already and having feelings for you, Pisces. And they're taking stock of their current relationship, asking questions about that one. Is it ever going to turn into what I really want? Or maybe like I've waited long enough and maybe it's just time to cut my losses and move on. Got the 9 of Cups next, which again is a singles energy. This is more Pisces energy. So I've got 2 Pisces cards showing up over here already in your person's energy, and 3 cards down into this story on the bottom of the deck, another Pisces card with the 10 of Cups. Son of a bitch. Got the Ace of Wands right behind that, a new beginning in passion and desire. Virgo energy of the 8 of Pentacles, work. Putting in the work, time, effort, and energy on something to get what they want, or being willing to put the work in. Could actually be someone from work, that this person could be someone that you know from work or career. Yeah, then they've got that willingness to take the very first steps down a brand new path towards something there's passion and desire for. Yeah, I'm really trying to actually manifest something here. This is a magician, the Mac Daddy Master Manifester. This person is someone who has all the tools, abilities, resources, like everything they need to manifest or create from nothing, whatever it is their will desires. They've got all 4 aces on the table in front of them. This is someone who can shape the world around them based on their thoughts and their actions and what they project. This is someone who's got some power in terms of creating the situation that their life is kind of wrapped up in. They're actively trying to manifest something. What they're actively trying to manifest is judgment. We saw this 3 cards down here. There's something unfair or unbalanced that needs corrected, that's blocking this leap of faith new beginning. And that thing is judgment, some final decision that needs to be made. And that's what your person is trying to manifest. This is a situation of either them trying to manifest the ending and calling it dead and over in a relationship that they're already in, or this is them trying to resurrect a relationship with you because things went sideways at some point in time. It's probably going to be one way for you, Pisces, and the other story for someone else that watches this after you. A lot of rapid back and forth passionate communications, a lot of communication period, rapid forward movement. This is looking like once a judgment actually does take place, things are going to progress very, very rapidly. Damn, the Hierophant right underneath that, which is a card of commitment, taking things to the next level. It can be a marriage card. It can just be like being in a committed relationship. But your person is showing up here in the 9 of Cups. This is one of those cards where it's usually like a coin toss on whether it's going to be good or bad energy here. Like, so far, everything that I'm seeing, this looks good. This is a singles energy, like being emotionally single, being emotionally happy and content in and of themselves, not requiring an external person to make them feel happy or whole or worthy of being loved, because they already are whole. They understand their happiness comes from inside themselves. Their love comes from inside themselves. They understand that it's about having my own cups filled all the way to the top and not needing anybody else to do that shit for me. That's a good aspect of it. It can sometimes represent a person who isn't single actually, but is representing themselves as if they are emotionally single. I did see the 9 of Pentacles over here, which again would be the other singles card. I'm getting the feeling that your person is not single, and they're going through this period of time where they're reflecting about that connection and having feelings for you while this is happening. I've got the 4 of Pentacles next, which is Capricorn energy of holding on tightly to something and not wanting to let go of it. This can be sometimes a greedy, stingy, selfish kind of an energy. Someone that has like a scarcity mentality, like I got to hold on to all of this because it's mine and I don't want to lose anything. It could be that. It could be that there's a piece of them that still wants to hold on to a person. It could be they're dealing with a Capricorn that's trying to hold on to them even though they're emotionally single. And it could be that. It could be that there's a piece of them that still wants to hold on to another person here. I've got the 2 of Pentacles as their central energy. So again, this is a card of balance. It's more Capricorn energy. It's more about trying to maintain their balance or get their balance back once their balance has been thrown off. It's also a 2, so it's a decision in the physical world, like decision between 2 things, and I can't have them both, so I'm weighing the pros and cons and looking at my options here, and I'm 1 foot in and 1 foot out about it. Again, that's in the shared energy affecting both of you here. There's definitely an energy of them going through something very difficult that's requiring all their internal strength with this Leo Major Arcana card, them trying to figure something out, possibly communicating. And then there's this energy of either something about them or the connection with you or their connection with whoever this is that is they're either holding on to or is holding on to them, pulling in 2 different directions. There is this underlying central piece of this, though, that is like, I want to overcome these obstacles. But this could be they're juggling 2 people. This could just be that they're trying to make a decision that they haven't fully made yet. Tell me about this 2 of Pentacles, please. Why is that the central energy for Pisces romantic person of interest? Okay, well, try and keep these in the right order here. I've got some that have flipped over in the deck. Okay. Wow. Bottom of the deck. 9 of Pentacles. Virgo energy. Again, I already alluded to this. It's the other singles card. So I've got your person now showing up as single emotionally, single physically. doesn't actually mean that they are, especially when I still see this trying to rein myself in and trying to figure out what to do here. And that's the card I'm clarifying. Two of Pentacles. I'm back and forth about it. It's like that's what they want, to be single. Five of Swords. Okay, now this is starting to make sense. This could be a betrayal. Your person could be physically representing themselves, like in the physical world, as if they're single when they're not, and betraying and juggling two people. This could also be your person wanting to be single and at the same time not wanting to hurt anyone, but being in that spot where if I stay with someone I don't want to be with, I'm hurting myself and possibly hurting Pisces. And if I don't stay with this person, I'm hurting them. So no matter what I do, I'm going to hurt someone, and I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to be single. But there's no way to be single without the hurt, without the mental and psychological pain. Three of Swords. This is definitely a third party thing. I get the distinct impression your person is trying to get away from someone and probably has all these feelings for you. And there might even be some mutual feelings about each other here, and just nothing's been done about it, possibly because nothing can be done about it yet because they're not single, and it would be heartbreaking and sad. I think someone's getting hurt here no matter what happens. Yeah, Six of Swords. So I got 3 Swords cards in a row here. An energy of mental, psychological pain, possibly feeling like I'm betraying somebody, causing them heartbreak and sadness because now there's a third energy involved, which is probably you, Pisces. And then the Six of Swords is Aquarius energy. This is moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters of the past behind and moving away from that and moving forward into calm, clear waters where there's more clarity, where I'm moving forward toward what it is that I actually want. At its core, this card is about moving away from the Five of Swords. It's about moving away from something mentally and psychologically painful and leaving that behind and moving forward toward what I want. But there is an implied choice in this card, and I've seen that choice here with the Two of Pentacles. That's the card I'm currently clarifying now, the Two of Pentacles, a choice. I've got this Judgment card, which we've seen in both decks now, a final decision here. Central to your energy on this side is the Ace of Swords, the sword you make decisions with by cutting off the other options until there's only one. It's sitting right beside the King of Cups, which is how your person shows up in their very first card, the King of Cups. This person has a decision to make. The implied choice here is like, look, this painful shit has happened already. There's no way to change that. There's no way to avoid that. It's already happened. The real choice is, as they move forward into their future, are they going to carry the burdens that that pain has caused them forward into their future with them and let it continue to weigh them down? Or are they going to carry forward the lessons they learned from that painful thing forward with them so that something like that never happens again? That's their real choice. But this is about moving away from something, probably someone, and being able to leave that in the past where it belongs and move forward. Four of Swords. So I've got a lot of swords here. I've got the 5, the 3, the 6, and then the 4. So they're going out of order. Like 5 and 6 go together, but I've got the 3 between it. And then the 3 and 4 go together, but I've got the 6 between them. So it's like there's all this staggered energy right here. It should be sequential. Let's just move along in a progressive straight line and one step after the next until it's complete. But it's jumbled up. It's out of order here. This is an energy, Libra energy, of taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. 4s are about stability. So this would be stability of the mind, stability of the thoughts and the thinking, trying to calm their mind down and put themselves in like a more receptive state where they can figure out what to do moving forward from here. And then the 10 of Swords, Gemini energy of a swift painful ending. Sometimes it's an ending that someone doesn't see coming, hence the swords in the back. If they saw it coming, the swords would be in their front. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence the swords in the back, getting stabbed in the back. No matter how you slice it, it's an ending. Then I have the 10 of Wands. So I got 2 completions in a row here. 10s are completions. This is Sagittarius energy of a heavy burden being carried here. But like I said, it's a 10. It's a completion. This is supposed to be the completion of your person carrying this heavy burden. It's supposed to be the spot where, like, I've now reached the destination. I can lay this burden down and move forward without it, which is what we talked about here in this implied choice with the 6 of Swords. Like, do I carry the burden forward with me and let it keep weighing me down, or do I lay the burden down and carry forward what I learned so that this doesn't happen to me anymore? Yeah, I'm trying to put these back in the correct order here. Looking like they're in a bad spot, which is probably why I'm seeing strength. This is a very difficult spot for them, and they're trying to not make a mistake and do anything too quickly that they might regret later. At the same time, they're probably trying to rein themselves in from you, and they're feeling off balance and trying to figure out what to do, and they could be pulling themselves in 2 different directions at the same time, or this could be their connection. They're pulling one way and their person is pulling a different way, and that's throwing everything out of whack here. Could be that. When I clarify this 2 of Pentacles, normally I get 3 clarifiers. I just got 5 here. So this is a very important card. There was a deep story there. Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Devil, Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. Well, hey, knights are action takers. This is the second fastest moving knight in the deck. The only knight faster than this would be the Knight of Swords. It's kind of good that we don't see the Knight of Swords yet, because that's a person who just takes this rapid, decisive action and they don't think about it first. They don't even think about it while they're doing it. They just do it and they don't think about it until it's too late. This is not that. This is someone who rushes forward and takes some rapid action towards something they have passion and desire for. The way it's laid on the table, it's rushing your direction. Now, this can sometimes be referred to as the player of the tarot deck, especially when I have a card with it that could represent juggling 2 people, and the overall energy is something unfair and unjust and unbalanced is going on. Could be that. It could be that this is a player who comes rushing into you all passionately and gets what they want, and they rush over to this other person all passionately and get what they want, and they're trying to play both sides of the fence. Could be something like that. This could also just be someone who is non-committal in the sense that they can't stay fully committed to what they say they want. Like, in other words, they'll be gung-ho about something and they'll take this rapid action on it, and then something happens that causes them to pull back and change their mind a little bit, and then they start flip-flopping back and forth. Both of these energies are really that kind of an energy where it's like, damn, bebopping around like a ping pong ball, and I can't quite make my damn mind up on what to do here. Still taking stock of everything and trying to decide what to do here. Got the cards sticking to my elbow. Next, I have the Knight of Cups. Actions toward love and emotions, moving forward with romantic gestures, romantic offers, flirtatious behavior, trying to advance a love offer or a love connection and move forward with that in some way. Notice, though, the way these are laid out here, they're both running in opposite directions of each other. So it's like, what do I do? Which one do I want to go forward with here? The one with all the speed is heading your direction, though. Queen of Wands. This is either Leo or Aries energy. This is a bold, passionate, fiery, determined person who knows exactly what she wants. She doesn't really take no for an answer. This is also someone who doesn't just know what they want, they know what they deserve and what they're worth, and they don't accept less than that either. Now, this could be how your person is viewing you, Pisces. They could be viewing you as this sexy, vivacious, really good looking, attractive, fun to be around person that's kind of like the life of the party, and they have all this passion and desire for you. I would say that's probably it here. They have a lot of passion and desire for you. This could also be elements of their person showing up here, because it is tied to the thing that they're already moving forward with, but are changing their mind about. And it's tied to this energy of holding on tightly and not wanting to let go. So either this is someone that they also see as very attractive and they don't want to let go of them. They have passion and desire they don't want to let go of. Or it could just as easily be their person is also this energy that wants them and doesn't take no for an answer, and they're holding on tightly to them and not willing to let go, which can cause a pretty good problem. Next, I have the Capricorn Major Arcana card of the Devil. This is usually heavy toxic energy. It's a feeling of like obsession or addiction, or a feeling of being trapped by something, feeling like I can't escape from something, feeling like something has control of me and I don't have control of it. It could be that there's a toxic person here that is in your person's life. It could be a toxic person that doesn't want to let go of them that's in your person's life. Again, this could be a Capricorn. I've got Capricorn cards surrounding it that's holding on to your person and not wanting to let go. This can be a very powerful attraction that they have, but like they can't escape from it. Like there's so much pull to this connection that they feel like they can't break away from it. They're chained around their neck to it. This would not be the spot where the person is having a hard time leaving because they want to be in it. It's like they're having a hard time leaving because they feel like they can't escape from it and they want to. Very heavy feeling. Ace of Pentacles is the next card here. This is actually good because we're going from 2. This person is feeling drained bad. I've been fighting off a yawn this whole column, it feels like. And it finally got me there. Like, we're going from 2, where I've got these 2 options I'm weighing the pros and cons of and trying to make a decision about, and we're ending up with 1. So, again, that's the whole purpose of this Ace of Swords, is to cut away the other options until there's only 1 option left. So now I've seen the Ace of Cups. It's your first card in your energy. New beginning in love. Seen the Ace of Wands a couple of times. New beginning in passion and desire. Ace of Swords is your central energy period over here. And now the Ace of Pentacles. So I've got all 4 aces have shown themselves in this reading. We've also seen the Magician, the Mac Daddy Master Manifester, who has all 4 aces on the table in front of him. This is a physical, tangible, real world, like I can touch it with my hand, physical opportunity presenting itself to your person. And I think they're pulled in 2 different directions. There's the direction they want to go in, and then there's the direction that it looks like someone else is trying to like hold on to them and take them in a specific direction that they may not want to be going in. But ultimately, some opportunity presents itself for your person. Final card in their energy, Pisces, is the 8 of Swords. This is already over here in your energy. It's the final card in your middle column. Gemini energy of thinking about something over and over again on this repeating loop in their mind and feeling stuck and trapped and blocked because they're not sure what's the safe step to take is. They're not sure what to do here, and it's got them feeling stuck. Tell me about feeling stuck and trapped by something that has control of them. And that really does look like another person who just doesn't want to let go of them. Let's clarify this 8 of Swords, please. Why is the 8 of Swords the final card for Pisces romantic person of interest in May 2023? Yeah, makes perfect sense. You can't make this shit up. Bottom of the deck. Eight of Pentacles. So I've got two eights here. It's like two infinity symbols. Wow. King of Cups on both sides. This feels like a really, could be like fireworks type of a connection here, but this is a card of Virgo energy, a card of work, putting in the work, the time, effort, and energy to get something that they want, or at the least being willing to put that work in. On the Ace of Wands. A new beginning and passion and desire, a passionate new beginning. I really feel like your person is trying to break away from someone because they want to be with you, whether they have expressed that or not, or maybe just hinted at it, or whether you've both just like intuitively picked up on that. But it's almost like both of you kind of have the same feeling about that and wanting this new beginning, but something needs worked on. There's the willingness and the desire to put the work in on a passionate new beginning with you, but there is something that they either can't see yet or don't know what to do about yet, and they're afraid of making the wrong step here and messing something up. Yeah, this, again, putting in the work on the passionate new beginning, and it leading to Pisces energy of the Ten of Cups, this happy fairy tale romance, happy fairy tale love connection, happily ever after type of an energy here. And the Three of Wands, again, Aries energy of waiting on that, having this positive expectancy that that is going to happen. It just hasn't happened yet, and I'm still stuck waiting on it. And I'm stuck in my head about it. Can't quit thinking about it over and over again. It's like repeating loop in their mind. When I clarify Eight of Swords, I get Judgment, the Pisces Major Arcana card, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, dude, well, they're stuck in their head about judgment. Again, that there's an unfair, unjust thing. I think they're with someone else currently, and that's blocking the new beginning with you. That thing that the person they're with, that connection that they're in, they're contemplating it. They want to be free from it, but someone's holding on to them and won't let go. And this is like, that's blocking the new beginning and taking the leap of faith with you. It's a judgment in that connection, being able to call it dead and over with. They're at the beginning stages of having a plan for that. The decision just hasn't been made yet. Two of Swords, Libra energy, a decision that needs to be made, only it hasn't been made yet, either because this person doesn't have enough information to decide yet, hence the decision not being made, or there's something that they don't see yet, or something that they don't want to see yet, and just that's prevented them from making the decision. I believe it's them. There's that King of Pentacles again. I keep getting this card of work, this Virgo energy of putting in the work, which can literally mean work, career. And the King of Pentacles would be someone who like owns their own business, is like building an empire of some kind, good at managing assets and resources. I got another Virgo card right underneath that. This person might be a Virgo. They might have Virgo in prominent spots in their chart. But I think they have a decision to make about ending another connection. And they're stuck in their head about that and stuck in their head about you at the same time. Next we have the Hanged Man, which again is the Pisces Major Arcana card. Again, it was the last card that came out for you. And now here it is showing up as the last. There's a clarifier in the last column for them too. There's some mirroring going on here for sure. Progress is being halted. There is no forward movement. Possibly on this decision to end things that they're in. It could be that until this judgment takes place, there can be no forward movement with you. Right beside the Hanged Man, it seems to be blocking this moving forward. The way it's laid on the table is like this, blocking forward this moving forward with this love offer here. Advancing the love connection with you is being blocked because there hasn't been a decision made and because they haven't become single yet. There's still this time period that they're in currently where this is all being reflected on and taken stock of, and they're trying to make the decision here. Once we get past things being stuck We've already seen that what happens is a passionate new beginning and the 10 of cups, and that's the thing that's being waited on. Oh shit, yeah. 4 of cups, that's the thing they're not happy because they're united somewhere else and they don't want to be, and they keep daydreaming about this with you, this cup with you. Once we get past the Hanged Man, not only do we get the 10 of cups, but we also get the 10 of pentacles. So Virgo energy, this is most people's goal in the physical reality: maximum stability, abundance, prosperity. It's also the combining together of 2 people or 2 families and all their assets and resources to build that stable, happy, abundant home life that we all want. This is like combining lives together. This would be like being married or living together, or at least going down the path toward that. I think the thing that there's something blocking it. There's a decision that has to be made to end something, and beside the 10 of Pentacles is that Queen of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Someone holding on and not wanting to let go. And if I had to guess, I would say that Queen of Wands is somehow tied to your person, and they are holding on to your person and not letting go. Like, there's active work being put in on this. There is definitely this feeling that this is a new connection that hasn't actually gotten to start between the 2 of you yet, because someone else is making it difficult to do that. And there's this energy of trying to figure out how to overcome those obstacles on your end and on their end. And it's just really, it comes down to a decision that someone, probably your person, just has to like pull the trigger. Now, if you still have questions you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. When you do, you'll be taken to more Pisces love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.